Slow West, written and directed by John Maclean, tells the story of Jay, a boy who travels from Scotland in hopes of finding his lost love. Along his journey, he encounters a quiet and mysterious traveler, Silas. Together, they venture west in hopes of redemption. This Western features Cody Smith-McPhee, Karen Pistorius, Michael Fassbender, Ben Mendelsohn, Roy McCann, and Stuart Martin. Slow West is one of those movies that you really have to give time because it starts very slow but actually builds quite beautifully. There are a couple of themes that you'll see in this movie for its hour and 20 or so minute runtime. It's a pretty short film. It's actually one of the shorter A24s. What you're going to see is first the outlaw lifestyle. Being that spaghetti westerns have been done to death, it's very similar to like mob movies or crime movies, like Goodfellas, The Irishman, things like that. And then movies like westerns like The Outlaw, Josie Wales, The Good, Bad, and Ugly. These movies have been done so many times that it's almost annoying to watch another one, especially ones done in the 70s. It was a little different time. They were done in Italy, but they were very beautifully made. Just movies that have just been done to death. This is a different take on an outlaw movie. This is the outlaw lifestyle, and Slow West is very similar to Dances with Wolves, I would say. It doesn't give you a ton of drama. It doesn't give you a ton of killing, not too much gunfire. It's a lot of story. It builds very slowly. The second theme is love and obsession. Doesn't A24 do obsession and love so incredibly? They produce and distribute based off these two human emotions. Jay is a character who is in love with a girl who he only knew for a split second, who he thought gave him some type of signal that she was in love with him also, and he went all the way across the world and then some in order to find her. I don't want to give up the climax of this film because it really is beautifully done, but the end of this film is very tragic. I would call this a tragic love story on one end of the spectrum. On Jay's end of the spectrum, this is a tragic love story. On Rose's, the other character that he's in love with, end of the spectrum, it's delusion. Now the question you want answered, should you watch this film? 100%. This is a should watch in my book. Slow West, though it builds very slowly, ends up being a very, very beautifully directed and filmed movie. Now, it is very slow for the first 30 to 40 or so odd minutes, but the final act is one of the best action-packed final acts that I've seen in a very long time, and also so realistic. This is exactly what I would see a shootout in old Western times in whatever year it was playing out. I would see it playing out. This is really great film. The cinematography is incredible. The acting is great. It's a great cast. Jay's character really does a good job with having you feel for him. And feel some type of empathy for him as a character trying to be wholesome while living in a very unwholesome time. Michael Fassbender's character Silas is the same exact thing, trying to guide someone to a beautiful end while also having to kill to get there. This is really beautifully acted. This is a different take on the Rough Rider, gunslinging, fast draw Western film that just is driven by killing. This is more driven by story and has an ultimate end in the final scenes. Very realistic, very beautifully done. Really enjoyed this, and it's something that I would recommend every single day. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. My name is Daniel, the A24 Superfan. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my page. Today I'm going to send us off with Marcel the Shell. By the way, Marcel the Shell and Pinocchio were in the Oscar runs. Pinocchio beat out Marcel the Shell. I watched both films. Though Pinocchio was done obviously more, it took more to make it because it was claymation based. I do think Marcel was a much better film. So I'm going to send us off today with Jenny Slate, Marcel the Shell. Quite possibly my favorite kids movie of all time. You all have a great day, great night. Bye. It should have won, by the way. Pinocchio should have lost.